Hi everyone, welcome to our third session of beginner yoga. In today's session, we'll continue to build on the basics of flexibility, strength, and mindfulness. This practice will help you deepen your connection with your breath, enhance body awareness, and calm your mind. If you've missed the previous sessions, feel free to check them out on the channel to get a complete beginner's flow. Remember, this is your practice, always listen to your body and take it at your own pace. Grab your mat, find a comfortable space, and let's begin. Begin by closing your eyes and taking a few deep breaths. Let go of any distractions and focus on your breath. Place your left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly now. Take a slow, deep inhale through your nose. Feel the air fill your belly, expanding it like a balloon. Your chest should stay relatively still, while your belly rises with each inhale. As you exhale, let the breath out slowly through your nose or mouth, feeling your belly gently deflate. Continue breathing like this for a few cycles, focusing all your awareness on the movement of your breath and the rise and fall of your belly. This type of breathing helps reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve oxygen flow. It also prepares our body and mind for the yoga practice ahead. Come onto all fours for a gentle warm-up. Circle your wrists to loosen them up, then switch directions. Begin making circles with your shoulders, releasing any tension. Now, switch directions for balance. Turn your fingers towards your knees, sitting back slightly towards your heels. This stretch opens up your wrists and forearms, preparing you for weight-bearing poses. Keep breathing deeply. Now place the backs of your hands on the mat, gently opening and closing your fingers. This helps stretch the wrist extensors. After a few repetitions, shake out your hands. Sit back on your heels, place your hands on your knees, and start to circle your shoulders. Let the movement be slow and controlled. Switch directions to balance the movement. Place your left hand by your side, raise your right arm over your head and gently stretch to the left. Feel the length in your right side body. Keep breathing smoothly. Switch sides, placing your right hand down, and stretch your left arm over to the right. This opens up the left side of your body, creating space in the ribs and lungs. Bring your hands overhead with your palms pressed together, then clasp them behind your back and fold forward, resting your forehead on the ground. This stretches the shoulders and releases tension from the neck. Lift your head and come onto all fours. Transition into downward facing dog, pedaling your feet to stretch your hamstrings and calves. Try to bring your heels closer to the mat with each breath. From downward dog, gently bend your knees towards the floor and lift back up into downward dog. Repeat this movement a few times to warm up the legs. Lift your right leg up, step it forward between your hands, and come up into Warrior One. Keep your front knee bent, arms reaching up, and chest open. Turn your torso to face the side, coming into Warrior Two. Make sure your front knee is aligned over your ankle, and gaze over your front fingertips. Straighten your right leg and reach forward into triangle pose. Your right hand can rest on your shin or a block as your left arm extends upwards. Return to an upright position, stretching your right side again with your left hand on your left thigh and your right arm overhead. Step your right foot back, coming into a plank position. Slowly lower your knees to the floor as we move into Chaturanga. From Chaturanga, lower your body into Child's Pose, resting your forehead on the mat. Take a few deep breaths here, allowing your body to relax and recover. From Downward Dog, lift your left leg high, then step it forward between your hands. Rise into Warrior One on the left side. Make sure your front knee is directly over your ankle, hips square, and arms reaching towards the sky. Turn your torso to face the side, opening up into Warrior Two on the left side. Straighten your left leg and shift into Triangle Pose. Your left hand can rest on your shin, a block, or the mat, as your right arm reaches upward. Come back up and stretch your left side once again. Right hand comes to your right thigh, and your left arm reaches overhead. Place both hands on the floor, step your left foot back, and lower your knees to the mat for a modified Chaturanga. Keep your elbows close to your body as you lower down with control, and sink back into Child's Pose. Place your hands gently on your knees and start to round your back, drawing your belly button in towards your spine, creating a C-curve in your spine. Now, grab opposite elbows and bring your forearms behind your head, allowing your arms to relax in this position. Move into Downward Facing Dog again. This time, come up onto the balls of your feet and bend your knees slightly. And hop or step forward to the top of your mat, bend your knees and sink your hips low into Chair Pose. Reach your arms up, from Chair Pose, fold forward over your legs. Let your head and neck relax completely, and keep a soft bend in your knees if needed. Use your breath to deepen the fold with each exhale. Once you're standing tall, gently arch your back by lifting your chest upwards and slightly bending backward, keeping your core engaged to protect your lower back. Fold forward again, hinging from your hips. Place your hands on the mat. If you can't reach the floor comfortably, feel free to use yoga blocks for support. Now, step your feet out to about the width of your mat, aligning them parallel to each other. With each exhale, gently try to bring the crown of your head closer to the mat. Now, walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Place your right hand down on the ground, and with your left hand, reach up toward the sky, creating a gentle twist in your spine. After a few breaths, walk your hands to the opposite side. Place your left hand on the ground and reach your right hand upwards. Hold this twist for a few breaths. Then, return your hands back to the center, and once again, bring your head closer to the mat for a final stretch. Step your feet back together, bend your knees, and shift your weight onto your hands. Prepare to jump or step back into a plank position. From plank, lower down into Chaturanga with control, then press back into Child's Pose. Take a few deep breaths to calm your heart rate and relax. Come back into Downward Dog and lift your right leg high. On your exhale, bring your right knee towards your right elbow, engaging your core. Repeat this a few times, then hold for a couple of breaths before releasing. Step your right foot forward into Warrior One. Ground down through your feet, lift your chest, and stretch your arms overhead. Feel your legs strong and rooted as you hold. Bring your hands to heart center, then twist your torso to the right, hooking your left elbow outside your right thigh. Keep your knees bent and your chest open as you breathe deeply in this twisted variation of chair pose. Release from the twist, and shift your weight into your right foot as you lift your left leg behind you, coming into Warrior 3. Keep your body in one straight line, and balance as you extend your arms forward or keep them at heart center. Lower your foot to the ground, bring your hands to the mat, and step back into downward dog. Lift your left leg high in downward dog. On your exhale, bring your left knee towards your left elbow, activating your core. Repeat a few times and then hold for a few seconds before stepping back. Step your left foot forward into Warrior One, rooting down through your feet. Stretch your arms overhead and square your hips to the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your chest and twist your torso to the left, hooking your right elbow outside your left thigh. Stay strong in your legs and use your breath to deepen the twist. Release from the twist, and shift your weight into your left foot as you lift your right leg behind you into Warrior Three. Find your balance as you extend your arms forward or keep them at your chest. Bring your hands to the floor, step back into plank, and flow through Chaturanga. Return to Child's Pose. And hold for a few deep breaths. Now, grab opposite elbows and bring your forearms behind your head, allowing your arms to relax in this position. Breathe deeply here, feeling the stretch in your upper back and shoulders. After a few breaths, release your arms down. Return to downward dog and hold for a few deep breaths. Step or hop to the front of your mat, and bring your feet wider than your hips for Malasana. Sink your hips low and bring your hands to heart center. Use your elbows to gently press your knees apart, feeling the stretch in your hips. From Malasana, straighten your legs and fold forward into Uttanasana. Let your head and neck relax, and allow gravity to deepen the stretch. Once again, sink into chair pose with bent knees, then fold forward over your legs. Use this flow to connect breath with movement. Step or hop back into plank and flow through Chaturanga one final time. After lowering down, press back into Child's Pose for a moment of rest. Now, lie down on your back. Take a few deep breaths, allowing your heart rate to slow down and your body to settle into the mat. As you inhale, feel your body relax further, and as you exhale, let go of any tension. Bring your right knee into your chest, wrapping your hands around your shin or behind your thigh. Gently pull the knee toward you, feeling a stretch in your lower back and hips. After a few breaths, release the right leg and bring your left knee into your chest. Hold here, breathing deeply and allowing the stretch to loosen your hip and lower back. With your arms extended out to your sides, bend your knees and let them fall gently to the right, feeling a stretch in your lower back. Breathe deeply, then bring your knees back to center and let them fall to the left. Hold for a few breaths, then return to center. Bring both knees into your chest and gently rock side to side, massaging your lower back against the mat. Breathe deeply, relaxing with each motion. Now, lie down on your back for Savasana, the final resting pose. Let your legs extend out naturally, and your arms rest beside you with palms facing up. Close your eyes, and take a deep breath in, slowly exhaling to release any remaining tension. Allow your body to completely relax, sinking into the mat. Feel the weight of your arms, legs, and torso as they soften. Let go of any tension in your face, jaw, and shoulders. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm, gently rising and falling with each inhale and exhale. This is your moment to find stillness, both in your body and your mind. If any thoughts arise, let them pass, returning your focus to your breath. Thank you so much for joining me today in our third session of beginner yoga. I hope you're feeling more open, grounded, and centered. Remember, consistency is key in your practice. If you enjoyed this session, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming sessions. See you next time.